On May 31, 1970, a catastrophic event unfolded in the Ancash region of Peru, leaving a profound impact on the country and its people. Known as the Great Peruvian Earthquake, this seismic disaster not only reshaped the geography of the region but also marked one of the deadliest earthquakes in history. The earthquake struck in the early afternoon, with a magnitude of 7.9, its epicenter located off the coast in the Pacific Ocean, near the town of Chimbote. The tremors were felt throughout the country, but the most devastating impact was in the Ancash region, particularly around the city of Huaraz. The quake triggered a massive avalanche on Huascarán, Peru's highest mountain. An estimated 80 million cubic meters of ice, mud, and rock broke off from the mountain's north peak, hurtling toward the towns below at speeds reaching up to 280 kilometers per hour. The small town of Yungay bore the brunt of this avalanche. Within just a few minutes, Yungay was buried under the avalanche, and approximately 20,000 of its inhabitants were killed. Only a few structures, such as the town's cemetery and palm trees at its main plaza, remained visible above the debris. The avalanche and earthquake combined claimed the lives of approximately 70,000 people across the region. The destruction did not end there. It left 800,000 people homeless and devastated towns, infrastructure, and agricultural lands. The town of Huaraz, a popular trekking and tourist destination, was also severely affected, with significant loss of life and structural damage. The response to the disaster was immediate yet challenging. Rescue and relief efforts were hindered by the sheer scale of destruction and the breakdown of communication and transport routes. International aid flowed into Peru, with countries and international organizations sending help to assist in the recovery and rebuilding efforts. However, the scale of the disaster was so large that the response efforts took a considerable amount of time to coordinate and implement. In the aftermath of the earthquake, the Peruvian government and communities faced the colossal task of rebuilding. The event led to significant changes in how the country prepared for and responded to natural disasters. It prompted improvements in seismic codes, building practices, and emergency preparedness programs. Today, the 1970 Ancash earthquake is remembered not only for its destruction and loss but also for the resilience and solidarity shown by the Peruvian people. Memorials and remembrance services continue to honor those who lost their lives, and the event remains a stark reminder of the powerful forces of nature that can reshape lives and landscapes in moments.
Massive avalanche triggered. The earthquake caused a massive landslide and avalanche off Huascarán, Peru's highest peak, which buried the town of Yungay almost instantly. This secondary disaster was one of the deadliest avalanches in recorded history, emphasizing the multifaceted nature of earthquake hazards. Almost instantaneous destruction of Yungay, the avalanche buried Yungay under 40 meters of ice, mud, and debris in just a few minutes, virtually erasing it from the map. The speed and total devastation of the town were both shocking and rare. Survivors by monument. The only survivors in Yungay were those who were at elevated locations at the time of the avalanche, including a group of children at a circus and people visiting the cemetery on a hill. The stark difference in fate between those in elevated areas and those at ground level underscores the arbitrary and cruel nature of such natural disasters. Scale of casualties and damage. The earthquake and resulting avalanche led to approximately 70,000 deaths, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters of the 20th century. The extensive death toll and damage were overwhelming, with entire communities wiped out. Landscapes permanently altered. The physical geography of the Ancash region was permanently altered, with new lakes formed by the avalanche debris blocking rivers. These geological changes continue to pose risks and influence the region. Long-term impact on disaster preparedness. The earthquake dramatically changed Peru's approach to disaster preparedness and building regulations, highlighting the importance of learning from tragic events to prevent future losses.